Hello there, my name is Dylan. This is my partner Alan. We're here to give our fourth and final update on the iPlant product. So a quick description of our project as usual. It's a battery-powered probe created to monitor outside variables important in the plant's house, such as temperature, humidity, soil moisture, and light intensity. And then you can then view those values on a user-friendly website and also compare them to common plants to compare measured values to those plants' ideal values. And we'll send those values to a database and a server every hour, so you can see how the values change throughout the day and hopefully also display them in a graph on that website. So going over what we did for milestone 4, we set up the ESP32 board to work in low power mode. So basically it will be in hibernation mode, as in almost no peripherals are working except for the timers. And at a set time, an interrupt will wake up the ESP32 board, measure the values from the sensors, connect to Wi-Fi, then send the values to our server, and then shut back down. And we also did this while it was powered with 2 AA batteries, which is about 3 volts. So we had to recalibrate our sensors a little bit to be more accurate. And then we also found a template online of a user-friendly web page that users can access to check sensor readings, which is nice.
Yeah, now we're going to talk about milestone 5 progress. So we've sketched a 3D printed enclosure for the device, and we are planning to sort of like refine the design and put it on, use like Onshape to make a CAD design, because the sketch that we have right now, it was hand drawn, but then we are going to shift that design into the Onshape software so that we can actually 3D print the enclosure for the device. And also we are thinking of adding a battery holder so that users can easily change batteries when they are running low. And also we are thinking of using connectors for the sensors, and we've added those to our boom file, and we're going to order those next week. And we also started doing research on PCB design using Eagle PCB tutorials, which are found on Canvas. And the goal for next week is to finalize the design of the PCB and 3D print the enclosure for the device, and also have the new parts that we need for both our hardware. But then at the same time, we want to finalize the final website that the user will use to check the sensor readings. So what we've learned so far is how to use CSS with brackets, which is an amazing software because you can see in real time the modifications that you are using. But also we also learned about Onshape, which is a great tool for 3D printing. So if you want to like design some sort of like, let's say, if you want to like design something to be 3D printed, Onshape is an amazing tool. And we also learned the basics of Eagle PCB, and we are planning to use these skills that we learned to accomplish all the goals of milestone 5.
We had our final interview, and the results of the interview were he tends to forget about, he actually doesn't have any plants himself, but he thinks that if he did have plants, he would tend to forget about them all the time. So it's important to have push notifications because people tend to forget about their plants. So if we have a device that's just measuring the values and sending them to a server, but not notifying you of anything, it could be not very good. But you don't want too many notifications because then it just becomes annoying. And so you need the right amount of notifications. And then it's also important to have accurate measurements. You don't want to be getting notified that something's too low when it's actually fine.
Yeah, so now we would want to hear your feedback about these questions. So the first one is about the price that you'll be willing to pay for this product, because we are interested to sort of like know the value that this device will be adding to our users. And also the second question is about whether a mobile device app would make our product better and more convenient, and how much adding this app would actually improve our design. Thanks for listening.